dear students, this is Narsing. Welcome to Umesh Chandra Police Academy YouTube channel. I am the aptitude faculty in Umesh Chandra for SI Constable examinations. Okay, let's go for a particular topic. So first of all, we need to observe the concepts what we are going to discuss in our Umesh Chandra Academy. Just concentrate. Let's go for a particular topic. So presently, so many students are fearing about aptitude, yes or no. So what is the reason we have? So the main thing is what everybody is using the formulas or logicless shortcuts. Don't use formulas or logical shortcuts. Just we need to follow the universal facts. Based on universal facts, how to crack every question without formula is our concept. Right? Just observe our journey. So let's take any one of the particular topics. Let's go for time and work. So time and work. So what is time and what is work? Can you define it? So logically we cannot define the time, of course, but we can define the work, right? So work is nothing but we need to do a particular, let's take for an example, force. Force is nothing but what? Let's take work. According to physics, what is work? Work is nothing but force into displacement, right? So we need to apply a particular force to do a particular work. Logically, we need to do a work with the help of man force, right? So let's go for one particular example here, simple example. Let's check A can do a work in 20 days, B can do the same work in 30 days. Observe clearly. A alone can do a work in 20 days. B alone can do the same work in 30 days. Alone. So the question is what? If they work together, in how many days the work will be finished? That is our question. Very simple question, right? So once again, A can do a work in 20 days. B alone can do the same work in 30 days. If they work together, in how many days the work will be finished? This is the question we have. So to crack this question, we will have so many ways. Students are using so many different ways. For an example, if you go for the shortcut, shortcut is nothing but A, B by A plus B, that's it, that will be your answer. So just we need to substitute A and B values, that's they will get your answer, that's it. So let's go for 20 into 30 divided by 20 plus 30, answer will be 50. So 0, 0 get cancelled, 5 1s are 5 4s are answer, 12 days. So this is a shortcut we have. But listen carefully here, if I have only 2 members, it is very easy to crack the question. But if I have 4 members, 3 members, very tough task. If I go for 3 members, let's say see 10 days. Now in this case, very difficult. If you go for the question formula, yes, we have 3 members. That's why the formula can be A, B, C by. Then what is next level? AB plus BC plus CA. Very difficult, right? So that's why don't use the formula. Then what is the next procedure we have? The next procedure is what? Let's go for only 2 members first. Then we can get go for the third person also. Just concentrate on these 2 persons only. Go for the general approach. What do you mean by general approach? The X procedure. The conventional procedure is what? A can do a work in 20 days means logically A alone can do the work in how many days? 20 days. Logically A one day work can be what? A one day work can be 1 by 20th part. Because let's say 20 parts work is there. In that one particular part is finished. One particular part is finished in 1 day. So logically 1/10th, 1 by 20th part will be finished. So let's go for the B. B can do a work in 30 days, right? Logically B one day work can be what? 1 by 30th part. Yes or no? Yes. A one day work 1 by 20, B one day work 1 by 30. If they work together means A one day work will be 1 by 20, B one day work will be 1 by 30 into some X days. Because it is a conventional approach, right? Some X days will give one particular work. This is called traditional approach, X procedure. Okay, once again, 1 by 20 is nothing but 1 day work, 1 by 30 is nothing but B 1 day work. If they work together, A 1 day work 1 by 20 plus B 1 day work 1 by 30. This is the work of 1 day of 2 members. Into some X days will give 1 work. If we solve this X, then we will get the answer. Right, we will get same answer, of course. But listen carefully, it is also very long procedure, right? That's why don't use these procedures. Of course, few people are using LCM procedure also. So what is that LCM procedure actually? Let's check the LCM procedure here. So observe it clearly, A can do a work in 20 days, B can do the same work in 30 days. That's why we need to fix a particular target for them. Is it clear? We need to fix a particular target for them. For an example, let's say 60 chocolates are there to eat. Let's assume that there are 60 chocolates to eat. Is it clear? This is the work value we have. A alone can do a work in how many days actually? 20 days, right? It's clearly showing that A alone can do a work in 20 days. That's why A alone can eat how many chocolates per day? If he eat total 60 chocolates. Is it clear? He can finish 60 chocolates in 20 days, right? Then A one day work can be, A can eat 60 by 20, just 3 chocolates per day. Yes or no? Yes, let's go for once again 60. What is 60 more? Total target. Yes, of course, we'll discuss about 60. What is 60 actually? Why we are taking 60? That is another issue. Let's go for directly the question. Okay, yes, there are 60 chocolates are there. We'll discuss it later. There are 60 chocolates are there. So A can finish a work in 20 days. By A, one day work can be 3 chocolates. In the same way, if B eats the total chocolates, he will take 30 days. Logically, B one day work can be what? 2 chocolates, right? If they eat together, the question is what here? If they eat together. If they eat together means what? 3 plus 2, 5 chocolates. Oh, in one day they can eat 5 chocolates. Yes or no? So, but we need to finish the total 60 chocolates, right? So that's why 60 every day 5 chocolates answer will be 12 days. Now it is very easy, right? When we compare to the previous procedures, of course it is very easy. But why we are taking 60 here? What is the reason to take 60? So there is no particular condition to take only 60 as your wish. But the proper condition is what? A number can be assumed, but the condition is applied. What is that condition? That assumed number should be divisible by 20 and 30. That's it. Nothing is there. You can take any number. For an example, if I take 120, is it possible to crack the question with a 120 target? Yes, why not? 120 can be divisible by 20, 120 can be divisible by 30. Yes or no? Can I take 240? Yes, of course you can take 240. 240 can be divisible by 20, 240 can be divisible by 30. So, logically we can assume any number which is divisible by the given days. That is the condition. Is it clear? So, of course, but listen carefully, it's better to go for the LCM. So, what do you mean by LCM here? 20, 30. Find the LCM for 20, 30. What is the basic approach to find the LCM? Let's go for the common table for 20 and 30. Can I take 10 table? Yes. Let's take 10. So 10 2s are 10 3s are. Right? Again, there is no common table. That's why we need to multiply all, right? 3 2s are 6. 6 10s are 60. 60 is the final target. So directly we can take 60 as a target. But listen carefully. This is time wasting story. To find the LCM, this is not the proper way for the present generation. It is only old strategy. So, but how to get the target directly in your mind? That is very important. Just observe the given days first. In these given days, A can do a work in 20 days, B can do a work in 30 days, right? Which one is the biggest number here? Which one is the biggest number? B is the biggest number, right? Yes, B is the biggest number. Of course, 30. That's why, observe clearly, 30 cannot be divided by 20, right? Yes, of course, it cannot be divided by 20. That's why make it double, that's it. 30 can be double. 30 double can be what? 60. But 60 can be divisible by 20, yes or no? Yes, that's why target is 60. So come again. We need to choose the biggest number only, and after that we need to make it as double. 30 can be double means 60. 60 can be divisible by the 20, right? So that's why target can be 60. Make it simple. Let's check few days here again. A can do a work in 20, B can do a work in 10, C can do a work in 15 again. Let's check 3 members. Right? Let's go for the biggest number here. What is the biggest number we have? 20. We need to fix the target in just 5 seconds only. Is it clear? Yes. The biggest number is 20. 20 cannot be divisible by 15, right? Of course, it can be divisible by 10, but it cannot be divisible by 15, right? So that's why, so 20, make it double, 40. 40 cannot be divisible by 15. That's why, make it triple. As 20 triple 60. 60 can be divisible by all numbers, right? Yes, the target is what? 60. Yes, A can do a work in 20 days. That's why A per day work can be 60 by 20. A can eat 3 chocolates. Let's go for B. B can eat in 10 days. That's why 60 by 10 answer 6 chocolates. B alone can eat 6 chocolates. Then what about C? 60 by 15 4 chocolates. A alone can eat 3. B alone can eat 6. C alone can eat 4. So 3 plus 6 plus 4 total 13 days. Sorry, 13 chocolates. The total can eat 13 chocolates, right? If they work together. So 60 divided by 13 will be our answer. But forget about the answer. The procedure is very important. So how to fix the target is our motive. But listen carefully. Presently, he is not asking basic questions like this. The level is changed, the exam pattern is changed. Don't depend on these silly questions, right? He will not ask the basic questions in exam. The questions will be different, right? So for an example, if you go for one more question here, I'll give a simple question. Just try to solve this in your own way. So first of all, let's choose a basic one. A alone can do a work in 30 days, B can do the same work in 60 days, right? If they work together, in how many days the work will be finished? Just tell me the answer now. So 30, 60, the biggest number can be 60. Of course, 60 can be divisible by 30. That's why target can be 60. 60 by 30, 2. 60 by 60, 1. 2 plus 1. They together can eat 3 chocolates in one day. 60 by 3, answer will be 20 days. If they work together, the work will be finished in 20 days. The same way, listen carefully, a pipe can fill a tank in 30 days. Let's say 30 hours. Listen carefully. A pipe can fill a tank in, let's say 30 minutes only. No problem with that. A tap can fill a tank or pump pipe, whatever. A tap or pipe, whatever. A pipe can fill a tank in 30 minutes. B pipe can fill the same tank in 60 minutes. Right? These are the capacity of pipes. So once again, A pipe can fill a tank in 30 minutes. B pipe can fill the same tank in 60 minutes. If they are opened simultaneously, so what do you mean by simultaneously? They together opened. If they open together, in how many minutes the tank will be filled? Again the procedure is same. Fix the target 60. Now in this case, don't take the chocolates. Let's go for the capacity of tank. There are 60 liters to fill. A tap can fill 2 liters per minute. B tap can fill 1 liter per minute. Logically 2 plus 1, 3 liters per minute. They together can fill. Yes or no? So that's why 60 divided by 3 answer will be 20 minutes. Same question is there, right? Again, you will not ask the same question in exam. The question format will be different. Listen carefully now. Right? Now listen carefully, ma. After question, just pause the video. Just try it your own way. And after that, you can realize the specialty of our approaches or our stuff, whatever. Okay? So let's go for next level. A can do a work in 30 minutes. Okay? Don't take it as work. A tap can fill a tank in 30 minutes. B tap at whatever pipe can fill the same tank in 60 minutes. But if the radius of, very interesting question, if the radius of a pipe, is decreased by half, very interesting question, and the radius of pipe B pipe is doubled, very nice question. This is the condition we need to follow. So what is given? Radius of pipe. What do you mean by radius of pipe? Of course, pipe means it is in the shape of this one only, right? There will be a hole that will be in the shape of this one, circle only, right? So logically it will have radius for sure. It will have radius. But what is saying? The first pipe radius is decreased by half. But second pipe radius is increased by double. So logically 2 times. But how to crack this question? In how many, if they are open together, in how many minutes the tank will be filled? This is the question we have. If you choose the same procedure, let's go for 30, 60, target can be what? 60 liters. Yes or no? So 6 liters total tank capacity is there. A can fill a tank in how many minutes? 30 minutes. Logically, A can fill 2 liters per minute. Yes or no? If you go for B, B can fill 1 liter per minute if there is no condition. But there is a condition here, right? The radius of the pipe should be, first pipe A, radius should be decreased by half. Second pipe B, radius should be doubled. This is the condition we need to follow. How to crack this question in an easy way? Right, listen carefully now. This pipe radius is decreased by half means logically what will be the effect in capacity, filling capacity. Logically so many will take the question directly, oh it is decreasing by half, that's why it can be 1 liter, it can be 2 liters. It is illogical. The radius of the pipe means logically the flowing capacity will be changed. Yes or no? Flowing capacity depend on the radius of the pipe only. Logically the area of the pipe. What is the area of the pipe? Area of the pipe is nothing but area of the circle, right? Pi r square. Yes, here the r value is decreased by half means r square will be decreased. R square will be decreased means what? 1 by 2 becomes whole square means 1 by 4 decreased. Acha, 2 by 4. The first pipe capacity will be decreased. 2 by 4th. Why 4th? Because it is 1 by 2. Logically square value will be decreased in area of circle. That is the main thing we have. So let's go for next one. 1 liter. But the radius is doubled means R becomes now 2R. Logically 2R whole square will be there, right? So logically 4 times will be increased into 4 times capacity. Yes. Now observe it clearly. First pipe A can fill 2 by 4 is nothing but what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Right? Or else 0.5 directly we can take 0.5. Right? If you go for this one, 1 into 4. 4 liters. B pipe can fill 4 liters because the radius is increased. Yes or no? If I add together 4 plus 0.5, answer 4.5. They together can fill 4.5 liters in 1 minute. Is it clear? Now we need to fill total 60 liters, right? Yes or no? So total 60 liters means 60 divided by 4.5. But don't take it as 4.5. It can be taken as 9 by 2, right? It can be taken as 9 by 2. Yes or no? That's why this 2 should be upside. Is it clear? This 2 should be upside. 2 60s are 120 by 9 minutes. So if you are, you can take 3 table also. If you want, or else just leave it. The procedure is very important. So 3 3s are 3 4s are. Answer 40 by 3 minutes. So 40 by 3 minutes. So this is the question format we have in present examinations. Don't take only basic questions, ma. It is not enough. Is it clear? Let's check one more interesting question. Okay, if I have the question like this, it is very easy to crack the question. Sometimes you'll ask a different question. So how to get the answer if you don't have a days? Without days, he is giving the question. So how to crack the question without target? That will be very extreme model, right? So logically, we can use only 3 ways in this time and work. This logic cannot be applied for all questions. It is only for the set of questions when I have days, right? So without days, how to crack the question? That will be second one. So let's go for the chain rule. That will be third model. So time and work will have 2 models. First one is what? Only days are given, then we can get the answer in first way, right? Sometimes will not give the days, proper days. In that case, we'll have second method, right? So if you have days, directly we can go for this one. Without days, we'll have one more way. So let's go for chain rule. Chain rule is nothing but what? So just like M1 D1 equal to M2 D2, that is called chain rule actually. So we'll discuss it later. So let's go for the next level. So without target, how to crack the question? That is very important. The question is very interesting. The question is, A has completed half of the work in 10 days. A has completed. What do you mean by has completed? Has completed is nothing but what? Has completed is nothing but what? The work is finished. So how much work? Just half of the work in 10 days. Is it clear? To complete the remaining work. What is the remaining work actually we have here? Already half work is completed. What of the remaining part? Remaining half part. That should be completed by, so listen carefully. To complete the remaining part of the work, A and B together work for 4 days. Actually, we don't have the B capacity here. A and B together work for 4 days. And again, A alone work for 5 days. To complete the remaining part of the work. So what do you mean by remaining part of the work? Half work. Right? The question is, in how many days B alone can complete the total work? Very interesting and a different question. So logically you cannot put the target here, right? Only half work value is given. Then what about B capacity? We don't know, right? In this case, little bit difficult to crack the question, right? Observe the question once again. So after understanding the question, just pause the video, try to solve in your own way. Is it clear? Listen carefully. A has completed half of the work in 10 days. To complete the remaining part of the work, A and B together work for 4 days. Again, A alone work for 5 days. If B does the total work, in how many days the work will be finished? Is it clear? So let's go for the solution now. How to get the answer in easy way, that is very important. So observe it clearly now. A has completed half of the work in 10 days means A full work can be 20 days, right? A has to do 20 days work. Yes or no? Yes, of course. Then what about B? B can do the same work in some X days, of course, if I go for the traditional approach. First of all, conventional approach. After that, we can go for the logical way. Is it clear? Because you cannot fix the target here because only 1% day value is given, right? So it will be difficult to fix the target. So that's why this is called second model. Yes, time and work will have only 2 models. First model with target, second model without target. Nothing is there. What about third model? Chain rule. Is it clear? So let's go for this one. How to get the answer in easy way, that is very important. Okay, go for that conventional approach first. So concentrate on, we need to find X value only. Because B can finish the total work in X days, right? Okay. A can do a work in 20 days, total work in 20 days. That's why A one day work can be 1 by 20th part. In the same way B one day work can be 1 by X part. Right? Already he has finished half work, right? What about the remaining work? Just half work is there. To finish this remaining half work, A and B together work for how many days? 4 days, right? Yes, A and B together 4 days work is there. A and B means 1 by 20 plus 1 by X into some 4 days. But the work is not finished. Again A has done the work for 5 days. 5 days A has done. A means A can be A 1 day work can be 1 by 20th part. Is it clear? A, B together 4 days work, A alone 5 days work will remaining half of the work. Is it clear? Right. Now you can solve for x, you can get the answer. 5 ones are 5 fours are 1 by 4 should be there. So 4 into 1 by 20 plus 1 by x is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4, right? So half minus 1/4 will be again 1/4 only. Yes or no? Why? This is half. From this half you need to subtract 1/4. Remaining 1/4 will be there. Yes or no? Let's assume in local language. Half minus quarter. Half minus quarter will give quarter, right? Is it clear? Of course. Yes, this 4 should be multiplied to 4 again. So 1 by 20 plus 1 by x is equal to 4 should be multiplied to 4. That can be 1 by 16. Yes or no? If I solve this one, come on, how to get it now? 1 by 20 should be here. So 1 by x is equal to 1 by 16 minus 1 by 20. Is it clear? Again we can take the LCM. 16, 20 LCM can be, let's check 80. Right? 80 by 16. So 16 5 is 80, right? 5 times. 80 by 20, 4 times. 5 minus 4, 1 by 80. 1 by x equal to 1 by 80. Then x equal to 80 days. Oh, x is nothing but B alone can complete the total work in x days. That is nothing but 80 days. So this is the procedure way. But logically you cannot do in this way. So it is competitive exam. You will have hardly 54 seconds to crack the question in SI constable, of course, right? That's why don't go for this procedure, but how to get the answer in logical way, that is very important. Of course here we cannot fix the target, right? Little bit difficult to fix the target. Yes or no? So that's why, so listen carefully now. Very powerful logic now. Okay? So this is called second model. Yes, we can deal the total topic with the two models, with target, without target. Nothing is there. Yes. A has completed half of the work in 10 days, yes or no? Then A can finish the total work in 20 days. Is it clear? Of course. In this 20 days already A has done 10 days work, right? Okay, fine. Again with the B, with the help of B again 4 days work is there. Logically A, B together is doing the work for 4 days, right? Logically A can do 4 days, B can do 4 days. Yes or no? A, B together work for 4 days. Logically, A has done the work for 4 days individually. B has done the work for 4 days individually. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? Yes. Logically, again A has done the work for 4 days with B. Forget about together. For an example, we both together work for 4 days. We both work for 2 days. 2 days logically means I can do 2 days work, you can do 2 days work. If they work together, logically 2 days work is completed, right? Let's say this is Monday. Monday I have done the work. In the same day you have done the work. On Monday we have together done the work, right? Logically, 1 day work for both. Individually, 1 day work for both. Is it clear the point? Listen carefully, ma. A and B together work for 4 days. Logically, A has done the work for 4 days. B has done the work for 4 days. Is it clear? So logically, again A is doing 4 days. And again 5 days alone work is there, right? Yes, 5 days alone work is there. Till now, to finish the total work, he has done 19 days. Yes or no? Once again, come from the starting. He has done half of the work in 10 days. Okay, logically full day should be in 20 days. Full work should be in 20 days. Yes or no? In that, he has done 10 days work first. And after that, the B 4 days. And again, alone 5 days. Till now, he has done 19 days work. Yes or no? Yes. So, out of 20 days, he is doing 19 days. Logically, how many days saved by A? Only 1 day is saved, right? So, what is the reason to save 1 day? Just search for the reason. That's it. Nothing is there. What is the reason to save 1 day? So, what is the reason to save 1 day? Observe it clearly, ma. Total 20 days work should be done by A alone only. But unfortunately, he has done 10 days plus 4 days plus 5 days. Till now, he has done 19 days work. So, of course, he has to do 20 days, but he is doing 19 days only. Logically, 1 day saved, right? So, what is the reason to save 1 day? Because B has helped him, right? Yes, that is the logic way. Of course, B has helped him. To save A 1 day, B has to do how many days? 4 days, right? B helped 4 days. B helped to A, logically 4 days. That's why A saved just 1 day. Acha, A can save 1 day, logically B can do 4 days. It's clearly showing that to save A 1 day work, B has to do 4 days. To save A 1 day work, B has to do 4 days. To save total 80 days work, B can be how many days? not 80 days, it is only 20 days, right? Of course. To save 20 days, because A can do the total work in 20 days, right? Acha, A can do one day work. Logically B can do 4 days. A can do 20 days work, B can do how many days? Simple. Just 5 to 10 seconds answer. So this is the power of intelligence. Don't depend on the general procedures. Okay, once again, to save A 1 day, B has to do 4 days. To save total A 20 days work, B can be how many days? Just cross multiply 20 into 4, 20 into 4 answer 80 days. That's it, nothing is there. So just we need to follow this type of rules. It is very easy to crack the question. I hope you enjoyed the class. Of course, we will have so many. Of course, if you want, you can go for the third procedure also. What is third procedure actually? So let's go for one particular question here. In a total time and work lesson, I will give you only 3 procedures. With target, so without target. Then what about next one? Chain rule. If I choose chain rule, I will give a simple question. Let's check the previous question we have in 2019 SI Constable AP paper. Right? Few questions are there in time and work. I will take. Before that, I will give a simple exam. A can do a work in 10 days. Right? A can do a work in 10 days. B can do the same work in 30 days. Right? Let's say one more interesting question here. A efficiency is 2 times of B efficiency. A efficiency is 2 times of B efficiency. Is it clear? A efficiency is 2 times of B efficiency. Is it clear? But A can do a work in 20 days. In how many days B can do the same work? This is the question. Actually, very simple question. A efficiency is 2 times of B efficiency. But A can do a work in 20 days. In how many days B can do the same work? So that is the question we have. Let's check B one part. B one part. Then A will be 2 parts efficiency. Is it clear? Achha, B will have 1 part efficiency. A will have 2 parts efficiency. Is it clear? But the question is what here? A has done the work for just 20 days only. Then how many days B alone can do the same work? That is the question. If we choose this one, little bit difficult, right? So directly we'll have small way, simple way. Listen. A efficiency means capacity only, right? Capacity is nothing but manpower, right? Yes or no? Manpower. Of course, A can do a work with the help of 2 parts. A can do the work with the help of 2 parts. B can do the same work with the help of just 1 part only. Lastly, has more efficiency. Achha, let's go for 2 parts capacity will take 20 days, then 1 part capacity how many days? That's it. Nothing is there. Come again. Of course, it is very easy to crack the question because simple question. Logically, A has more capacity. That's why he is taking 20 days. Logically, B will have less capacity. It will take double days. Of course. But you cannot get the same question in exam. It is only just a thought-provoking question. It is not an exact question in exam. So, but we can apply the same logic anywhere in chain rule. Let's check one previous question in 2019 essay paper. The question is, the question is 18 men and 12 women can complete the work in 18 days. 18 men and 12 women can complete the total work in 18 days. Now listen carefully, I'll write the question here. 18 men plus, and means what? Plus, right? 18 men plus 12 women can do the same work in 18 days. 18 days. 18 men plus 12 women can do a work in 18 days. The next condition is a woman takes twice as much time as man to complete the work. A woman takes twice as much as time. Woman take much time means what? She has less capacity. Yes or no? Achha, let's take man and woman. Woman takes twice time. Logically, woman has less capacity because capacity always inverse to time, right? More efficiency, less time. Less efficiency, more time. If the time is like this, 2 parts woman, 1 part will be man. This is time. But I don't want time and efficiency only, right? If the time is like this, efficiency will be inverse, right? So logically, man will have 2 parts efficiency, woman will have 1 part efficiency. I want efficiency only. Don't depend on time. Is it clear? Yes, man will have 2 parts efficiency, woman will have 1 part efficiency. That's why she is taking double time. Is it clear, heroes? So time ratio is actually 1:2, man and woman. But efficiency ratio will be inverse, 2:1. That's why I have taken directly 2:1 ratio. Right? So this is a condition he has given. Once again, 18 men can do work in 18 men plus 12 women can do work in 18 days. Woman is 2 times as more time. Woman is taking 2 times more time. So logically 2 times more. What is the condition he has given? So the number of days required to get to the one, as men take complete the work. Okay, a woman takes twice as much time as a man take to complete the work. Women take twice as much as time when the man, when we compare to the man. When we compare to the man, woman takes double time. So logically the inverse efficiency ratio will be inverse. Is it clear? Of course. The question is what here now? What is the question we have here? Simple. Then the number of days required for 8 men to complete the same work. If 8 men does the work, if 8 men does the work, if 8 men does the work, in how many days the work will be finished? Simple question. Once again, 18 men and 12 women can do your work in 18 days. Yes, man part will be 2 efficiency, woman part will be 1 efficiency. But the question is what? In how many days 8 men can do the same work? In how many days 8 men can do the same work? This is the question we have. Yes, try to solve this question in your own way. Just try to solve this question in your own way. Try it now. So listen carefully, just concentrate. So men can have 2 parts efficiency, women can have only 1 part efficiency, right? But the given condition is very important. 18 men is nothing but every man capacity is what 2. 18 men is nothing but 36, right? Because every man 2 parts efficiency. Logically 18 men are there, so double efficiency. Yes, 36. So 12 women means what? 12 into 1, 12 capacity. 36 plus 12. 36 plus 12, 48. Acha, 18 men plus 12 women is nothing but 48 capacity. Is it clear, heroes? So once again, every man will have 2 parts. 18 men, 18 2s are 36. 12 men, 12 1s are 12. 36 plus 12, 36 plus 12, 48. This with the 48 capacity, they are doing the work in 18 days. Yes or no? But we need to complete the work with the help of 8 men only. 8 men only. Every man capacity 2. 8 men means 8 2s are. With 16 capacity, how many days? That is the question. Single step answer. Is it clear? Now how we got 48? Very simple. 8 men plus 12 women total 48 capacity. According to the given ratio. With 48 capacity, 18 days. 16 capacity, how many days? Have we got 16? We need to do with the help of 8 men only, right? 8 men. The same work should be done by 8 men. Every man has 2 parts. 8 men, 8 to the 16 parts. Has 48 capacity, 18 days. 16 capacity, how many days? That can be our answer. 16 1s are, 16 3s are, 3 18s are. Answer will be 72 days. This is our answer. Is it clear? Is there any doubt? So this is the easiest way we have. Of course, I hope you enjoyed the class. So just come with confidence, go with job. Let's join to success. Please subscribe Umesh Chandra YouTube channel. If you like the class, you can come and join in Umesh Chandra Academy. I'll deal all the topics with the same format without single formula. Okay? All the best. Yours Narsing sir.